Previously, you guys might have seen me go over the top 5 free-to-play recollections for Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade right now on Global. Well, today we are going to be going over the top 5 recollections in general for Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade on Global. This includes the gacha ones and the free-to-play recollections as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop into it. Now, to nobody's surprise, the best recollection in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is non-standard. Even to this day, actually, on JP, this is still one of the best recollections you can get. So if you are lucky enough to pull it on Global, you will be set for a while. Now, the thing is, it is RNG to get it. It is from a gacha, so it is going to be difficult for some people to get. Now, here's the catch. Do not waste cubes re-rolling over and over again to try and get this particular recollection. I recommend just saving up your tickets. It is on the base banner that is always there. That banner never goes away on the gacha page, and you can use tickets and potentially pull this recollection in the future, right? So just do that. That's the easiest way to get it. If you already have it, then dubs, but just don't waste cubes, please, because especially with Yuta coming out, you guys are going to want to save your cubes. With that said, what does this recollection do? When ultimate skill is activated, increases own Jujutsu damage by 80%. 80% is like the biggest in the game. It's absolutely insane. And then if you limit break it once, at the start of a wave, fills own ultimate skill gauge by 200. That is massive as well, because that lets you get your ultimate back faster. If you slap this on Gojo, it lets him get 2 to 3 ultimates per battle as opposed to 1 ultimate per battle, and that's really, really good. And then when you limit break it to level 3, when ultimate skill is activated, increases own Jujutsu damage by 85% as well. That is just insanely good. So I do recommend that you guys go for this particular recollection if you are able, but don't waste your cubes to go for it. If you got it at the beginning, you are freaking set. The next recollection that is very good, and you saw this in the free-to-play video, this is a free-to-play recollection, Pride, absolutely freaking broken, on the same level as non-standard. It is rated up there on the tier list, still to this day by JP players, as one of the best recollections in game. So what does it do? Right now in Global, this is what it does. To my knowledge, I don't think we're at the post-adjustment stage. I don't know when that'll happen exactly for Global, but just keep that in mind. So pre-adjustment, when command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases own Jujutsu damage by 55% 2 times. And then if you limit break it to level 1, at the start of a turn, if own HP is 50% or below, increases own damage dealt by 30%. So this particular recollection will be good on other people besides Gojo, because Gojo never drops below 50% HP. So if you have a character that drops below 50% HP, this will be better used on them. And then if you limit break it to level 3, when command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases own Jujutsu damage by 60% 2 times. That's pretty good, but then when you go to the post adjustment, because it's going to get changed later, it's for 8 turns 2 times on both of these skills, making it far better. So this is definitely a recollection you're going to want to grind out. You get it from the boss battles against Jogo, so make sure you go and farm those out and get as many copies of this as you can, because the nice thing about this being free to play is you are actually able to limit break it up to level 5. Now, the next best recollection in the game right now, I would say, is Like-Minded Sisters. So this recollection is very good if you're able to get it, specifically for physical characters. So what does it do? When ultimate skill is activated, increases own taijutsu by 80% for 1 turn 1 time. This is like the equivalent to non-standard, but for taijutsu, it'd be really good on a physical character. And then limit break level 1, when critical hit is performed, fills own ultimate skill gauge by 200, so very solid. And then unlocked at limit break 3, when ultimate skill is activated, increases own taijutsu damage by 85%. So this particular recollection is still at the top of the tier list on JP as well. So all 3 of these have longevity in the game. So not only am I showing you the best ones on Global right now, I am showing you the best ones for some time to come. Additionally, we have Adult Time. Adult Time, I really like this particular recollection. I like the art specifically. It's a really good recollection. So what can it do? When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases own damage dealt by 70%. So this is kind of like a mixed recollection. It can be used on pretty much any character, because instead of being physical or curse technique, it is just damage dealt, which is pretty solid. And then at limit break level 1, when critical hits is performed, increases all allies' critical hit rate by 10% for 2 turns. So very solid if you can put it on a character that has crits. And then unlocked at limit break level 3, when command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases own damage dealt by 75%. So a very solid recollection. I do recommend trying to limit break this one if you are able, just because the limit break effect is pretty decent at level 1, at least to level 1 limit break if you guys are thinking about limit breaking this particular recollection. And last but not least, for best recollections in the game, it is another SSR recollection. So all the best ones in the game right now are SSR recollections. No SR ones in the top 5, but there are good SR ones, don't get me wrong, but the best ones are SSR. Unity from top to bottom. I said this a while back when I was talking about like the global release before the game even released, that this was a recollection you wanted to go for. So what can it do? When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases all allies' ultimate skill gauge charge rate by 30%. That is massive. That's going to allow characters, specifically like Gojo, to use their ultimate more often, and that will help Gojo before he leaves in 7 turns. Just overall, it's going to help you do more damage, right? It's actually really, really crazy. And then if you limit break it to level 1, if the selected enemy is in break status when attacking, fill his own ultimate gauge by 200, so that helps you get back your ultimate even faster. And then at limit break level 3, it goes up by 35% for the charge rate. Post adjustment, it does change a little bit, but just for the limit break level 1, if the selected enemy is in break status when attacking, fill his own ultimate skill gauge by 200 one time. So that's really the only adjustment, and it kind of nerfed it a little bit because before you were able to use it whenever, and it's going to nerf it a little bit to where it can only be used one time, which is like, it is what it is, but not a big deal. So those are the top 5 recollections that I go for in the game. Once again, Unity from the top, Adult Time, Like-Minded Sisters, Pride, and Non-Standard. So where do they place on the tier list? Well, let me show you. So 4 of the 5 recollections I just showed you are still in double S tier for JP to this day. JP is like almost a full year ahead of us, guys. So if you can get these on global now, you are set for a while to get through content. So we have this one, we have the Pride one, we have Non-Standard, and we also have the Unity from top to bottom. All of those are up here. Like-Minded Sisters, Unity from top to bottom, Non-Standard, and Pride. All 4 are in double S. And then the other one I mentioned, the Adult Time, is still in S+ tier, which is really good. Like S+ tier recollections are still very good, so if you can get those, hold on to them, and I do recommend investing in those as well. So those are the top 5 recollections in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade right now for global. Eventually this will change. If you guys would like to see other videos when those things do change up, when we get new recollections into the top 5, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am trying to reach 20,000 subscribers and I need your guys' help, so please go do that. I appreciate you all. I really do appreciate everyone that has subscribed. I don't want you guys to think that like I just say that at the end of the video. Like, I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I just want you to know it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.